Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my planner and journal lineup for 2024. Now I appreciate that this looks a little bit excessive, but when I talk through what it is, you'll sort of see what I mean and why this system I think hopefully is going to work for me. So I will in a moment flip to a top-down view and sort of show you the different planners and journals, some of which I've already started, some of which won't start till next year. But I thought I would really quickly run through what I have and how I'm going to use it and then show you what it's going to look like. Fingers crossed. So my everyday personal planner / diary / keep track of my general life is going to be my Hobonichi weeks. I forget which design this is, but it's the really cute little cat one. I have rapidly come to realize that I need something small. I literally just need a place to write down dates. Yes, I do have them in my phone, but I am a person who needs the satisfaction of crossing things off, ticking things off, having a running ongoing list that I can just use to help keep myself on track. I didn't want something massive, so I'm going to try the weeks because I like the layout. I like that I don't have to put too much in here, so I'm not going to feel compelled, I'm not going to feel bad that I haven't filled it in, but I can still keep everything in here. Then I have my mini happy planner. So this is this design because I like the tiger. This is actually going to be my work diary. So this one is quite literally just, I'll show you a proper version in a minute. It's a week on a page and a dashboard and notes. Now, I will probably also have just a blank notebook that I use for meeting notes and PL notes and things like that, which is what I already do. But this one, because I'm going back into the classroom, I just needed something to write dates in and to have my master to-do list for the week. So I think this is going to work. It is not too big. It is going to be easy for me to carry this and a notebook around. So that works. I also have my content planners for 2024. Now, normally I would get Ray Dunn planners, but I still have not been able to find them at TK Maxx this year. So these two actually came out very, very early. And in the end, I went, you know what, I'm going to try something different. The layout is very similar to a Ray Dunn planner, but we're going to try something different this year and that's okay. This is super soft. The texture on it is actually really lovely, which is what drew me to it in the first place. It is a little bit bigger than my Ray Dunn planners, but it does, oh God, I've already filled things in here, but it is essentially just a month on a page. So this is a September 2023 until December 2024 planner. Obviously I don't need the first lot of pages, but what I liked about this was one, that it had the month on the 2 pages, but it actually has tons of note pages in the back, which I've already used to start for filming ideas for 2024. So I thought, like when I'm doing brainstorming sessions with friends and things like that, or if ideas come up, I can throw it in here and then use that to transfer into my formal note-taking video planning process. So having somewhere, like I said, I like things to cross off and list and whatnot. So this works for me. There's plenty of space. It's still not huge. I'm using that one. This was just another style. Again, very similar. Lots of note paper in the back. This one will be my Little Bookish Teacher content planner, which I have not done anything in. Because of course not. Like I've got the first couple of months of 2024 planned out in the other one, but haven't touched this one yet. Then we sort of have my journals and notebooks. So I think I've shared this in another one. So when I'm reading, this quite literally sits on the couch beside me. It is my book notes. So as I'm reading, I mark down content warnings, tropes, keywords, etc. in here. So this one I started on the 16th of April in 2023. So I'm only about halfway through it. I don't need anything fancy for this. So I literally, to be honest, these notebooks are working the best for me because there's a lot of pages. There's 300 pages in here and I literally just make notes. And then I will sometimes use it for other things and then just tear out the pages. And then my journal for 2024 is going to be it's a Hobonichi notebook. So it's not a planner. So I'm using this cover that originally came from Erin Condren. I love this design, but I just have a blank notebook. There's no dates in it. You guys will see in a minute, but I am using this as a journal when I feel like journaling. So I used it twice in November and I'm not going to force myself to journal every day or even every week. It's going to be when I have something to write, I have a place to write in it. So I expect that this is going to last me for at least a couple of years. My goal is to try and journal at least a couple of times a month and just document big things. And obviously now that my family has Miller, a lot of the things in here tend to be Miller related. And I think that'll be quite nice to then have and show her when she's older. I'm going to flip the camera around so that you guys can have a bit of a closer look at how I'm going to set these up. Obviously, if you guys are interested in seeing how I set them up on a monthly basis or even flip throughs or things like that at certain points during the year, feel free to let me know down below. Planner content is not the main content on here, but I do still intend on sharing some of it. The one thing that you will notice that is missing from this video is my reading journal. That's because that's going to have a completely separate video because that is my digital reading journal, and I always do a separate video for that, but there will be a download available with it as well. Let's talk more about these in a different viewpoint. All right, so we're gonna have a look at the first planner that I'm using, which is the Hobonichi Weeks. So this is the 2024 version, and I haven't done heaps to personalize it yet, mostly because I'm indecisive, but I have put this little washi sticker here. So very little decoration so far, but I mean, it's a pretty standard Hobonichi. This has got birthdays. I've filled in December. I haven't done any decorating yet. That will come soon. But yeah, like I said, this is more going to be functional. This pencil board, I went with this one because I thought it matched a little bit better for me. And I've been using Post-it notes to sort of mark in things that I know are coming up. Yeah, so the calendars are pretty blank. I did mock up sort of a basic layout that I wanted to try in December to see how it goes. So that's essentially where we sort of start. Let's scroll over. So this is my week from the 27th of November to the 3rd of December. This sticker came from a sticker book that I got from Officeworks. I'm going to be using this sticker book through December just because it's got Australian animals, Australian Christmas. But yeah, this is essentially the layout that I wanted to try. So it is basically main appointments, events on the left-hand side. I've seen a lot of people do similar things to this. So this is not groundbreaking or anything. So major events, to-do list for the day. I'm also doing highlights. So my highlight of the day, just as a way of, you know, documenting something positive. Some basic habits. This may or may not change over the year. And then my weekly to-dos. Now, this may change up. It may become like dinner meal prep or something like that. But for the moment, I'm just going to keep it as weekly to-dos. So I haven't set up any other weeks yet. I will probably tomorrow. And then any other decorations are just going to be things that I drop in as I feel like it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm planning on using the weeks. So then there is my mini happy planner, which now I can take all of these off. So I really love this design. I love tigers. But this, I just really liked it. I like the way that it was laid out. So you've got your calendars, you've got sort of the year at a glance. I mean, this isn't for big things. I will probably use it to track. Like I like these to track birthdays or things like that. But then every month you have a monthly dashboard, you have the divider, you have the monthly planner with a notes section, and then each week in the month has a dashboard with a master tasks list, etc., and then just the weeks. And I think this is going to be really, really useful. Like I can use this section for any big school events that are coming in because, you know, it's a work planner, and then this can be anything specific to days. So yeah, it's like that, and then I'll show you all of the different dividers because I really love them. So it's February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I do love this one. Every time I have a September divider, because September is my birthday month, they never are quite what I love, but I love this one. October, November, and December. Now there's nothing extra in this planner, like there's like one noted page. Depending on how I go, so I'll probably use a notebook like this as my, well, I do have one of those that I use as my PL note-taking notebook anyway. So I'll probably use that. If I find that I need to put more things in here, I might swap out the rings and then just get some mini happy planner note pages. I can get that from May Paper Co. here in Australia, I think. So yeah, but that's going to be my work planner. It's going to be really basic. Like, this is probably going to be zero decorating. It's just going to be the basic stuff, but I think it's pretty enough on its own. So I won't necessarily feel bad that I haven't decorated anything in it. Now, I know that this is barely going to fit on screen, but this is my content planner. So anytime I have ideas, I shove them on post-it notes, or if I've had an idea but I don't know where it's going to go, I shove it on a post-it note at the start. Over here we have my color coding post-it note system. I don't need any of these pages, so they'll probably get covered in stickers. So this is all of the 2023 pages, which I haven't used. But then we come to content planning. So sneak peek, here are things that might be coming, because let's face it, they could be switched around quite a bit. But yeah, I got this whole idea from Heather. She knows that. I keep telling her how much I love it. And I've also stolen her idea of color coding post-it notes. I wasn't originally doing that, but now I have. So like, there are basic things like books beside my bed videos, they're staying. They're always on Mondays for me. So like, they're all in there. Then there's things that are coming up that I do regularly, like Christmas in July vlog. But yeah, like, there's bits and pieces that are thrown in. Like, I know I'm going to have vlogs. I don't know what they're going to be about. Like, that's not fully planned out. That's just, those are things that I know that are coming up. And of course, I have regular brainstorming sessions with friends. So any of this can change, but that's essentially how I set it up. And then, as I said at the back, when I do brainstorming sessions, these are ideas that I write down, and that's what this note section is going to be. There's also book recommendations up here, as you know, they come up when we're talking about video ideas. So there's heaps of pages. Like, it's just going to be a dumping ground that I can then pull from when I actually go through to do proper video planning. This one definitely, oh no, maybe it might fit on screen, sort of. So this is the content planner for Little Bookish Teacher. As I said, there's not anything in here yet. So this is the start of January. It's just really basic. I'll do the same thing with post-it notes, except over there I tend to post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And in 2024, because I'm going to be in the classroom, one thing that I'm going to try is to do a bit of a recap of the texts that I use in the classroom as a grade 2 teacher. I can actually say that now, because I will have been announced as a grade 2 teacher next week. So yeah, like, it's interesting. It's really interesting, and I probably need to do more thinking about Little Bookish Teacher than I do about this channel, because it can be a little bit more challenging at times. So again, I said this was my book note taking journal. I mean, this isn't going to be terribly interesting. It's literally me just scribbling in here. So if you've ever wondered what my handwriting looks like at any given point, it's a mess. And half the time I can barely read it. Then I also take notes. So I went to Hachette Australia's Data Book Young Adult evening. So I made a note of some upcoming books I'm interested in. This is when I was manually counting out my stats for my reading stats journal at the end of November. Yeah, and then I'll fill this up, and then I don't need to keep this. This all gets transferred into the reading spreadsheet. So this is my eventually recyclable book. And then the last thing is my journal. So as I said, this is not a journal that I am planning on writing in every single day. It may not even be every single week. It is just going to be there when I want to document something. So it's in this beautiful cover. I love the stars. It's not really designed for it. It's going to ruin the book, but you know, we'll survive. So far I've started throwing in some stickers. These were mostly just stickers that I had floating around, and I couldn't be bothered finding a home for them, so I've stuck them on the cover, and I think that's going to be the general theme. I haven't done a cover page yet. I will at some point, and more stickers will probably go there. I'm not too precious about having a theme for this, although saying that, you're going to see that I did start theming some things. So here I journaled on the 8th and the 12th of November. So one thing that I am trying to do is, if I'm going to journal, I'm going to have highlights for the day. I also really enjoy making up haikus, and I did start a project this year where I was trying to do a haiku a day, and I really didn't finish that project in any meaningful way. So I figured if I throw it into a journaling page, and then I can just journal about bits and pieces. So they're just fun things, and then I'm throwing in random stickers as I go. And then yeah, like, there's tons of pages. It should hopefully last me quite a while. I've just realized that the grid changes color. That's cool. the things you notice. So yeah, that's going to be my journaling book. So it's a nice little stack of journals, and hopefully you've enjoyed seeing the inside and how I'm planning on using them. All right, so those are my planners for 2024. I'm pretty happy with them. I think this system is going to work for me. That's the plan. We're going to see how it goes. I'm especially excited about the week's planner because I think I'm at that point now where I can't have something big. Like my brain doesn't work that way because I don't keep my personal and my work stuff in the same place, and my personal life does not need a giant planner anymore. But maybe I'll do a mid-year check-in with you guys and let you know how it's all going. In the comments, I'd love to know if you are using a planner or a planning system, groups of planners, etc. in 2024. Feel free to have a chat to me about it down below, or if you happen to have a video on it, feel free to leave a link because I love watching them. I like literally just put them on while I'm eating dinner and just chilling out. They're my form of relaxation. Otherwise, if you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a pen emoji down below. I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.